Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another session here on our amateur rewind, looking at Bitcoin, crypto, and the markets in general. I'm Jacques from Bitmart, and this afternoon we're going to quickly dive into the crypto space to just take a look at where we are at the moment and what we're going to be doing next. So, the first thing that I wanted to just congratulate Bitcoin on is breaking that barrier. It's up to about $56,000 now. We're seeing that it's still moving above the EMAs. Everything is looking solid. The market cap currently is sitting at about 1.7 trillion US dollars in crypto. And it looks like the ecosystem is finally getting a lot of traction with old Elon Musk getting himself a bite of the pie there. $1.5 billion in Bitcoin bought for Tesla. One thing that's a little disappointing is the rise and fall of XRP down the charts. It's currently sitting at 7th position, but who could have predicted this BNB coin that pumped up over $340 the other day I saw. So yeah, it's looking good. Ethereum is holding strong. It went over the $2,000 barrier now. And talking about Ethereum, I'd like to quickly just delve into the topic of the crypto mining space. There's a lot of people that ask us about profitability regarding crypto mining and so forth. So if we look at the machines that are available typically to mine Ethereum, if we're looking at the 3060 range card machines that Bitmart sells, you can check it out on shop.bitmart.co today. And let's just take a look at the profitability calculator here. So currently a rig like that generates about $1,200 a month profit on an average power consumption of 1,500 watts. Now you can subsidize your power with just solar panels while the sun shines. You make extra power. No need to put them on batteries and chase up the capital expenditure on this baby. The other benefit is you can always sell these cards separately. But just a word of warning, guys, Nvidia is tending to launch a software patch on the 3060 and other range cards that when it detects you mine crypto, it will decrease the hash rate by about 50%. That still gives you about $7 a day per card, but it's not as profitable. The way they want to alter the market is to give you guys an option of buying a crypto card designed for mining that gives you a better hash rate and yield. That way the gamers won't crucify you when you walk down the street and they see you with a bucky frach full of graphics cards on your way to your mine. Any case, so the other thing that we also want to look at quickly is the profitability of the Bitcoin miners. Currently Bitmart's Africa distributors for Canaan's Avalon miner. It's a 90 terahash machine. Let's take a look at the profitability. So currently generates about after power profit of $573, which is still decent. The benefit you get by buying these crypto miners through a business is you can depreciate the hardware through your business over a 3-year term because it's computer equipment in South Africa. You'll just need to check what the laws are regarding tax deductions in other countries, but that's basically what you benefit from. Moving on to the Bitcoin price. Everyone's like, is it time to get out? When do we sell? All that kind of jazz. Well, the bull run started after the halving. It was a little belated, but it started officially when the rainbow chart went into the green zone here, where the accumulation phase started at about between 14 to about 17,000 US dollars. And we're currently sitting in the zone here at the is it a bubble or the hodl space? So here in the yellow, that's where the hodl space is. That's like, hold on, don't sell, but you can get a little bit more if you want to. Now we're moving into the, is this a bubble? The next phase, we're looking at the price going to the $64,000 range. This is where the FOMO intensifies. I think we're going to be shooting through this barrier quite fast because then a lot of dumb money is going to start following and flowing in. That's when the smart money starts pitching their sell orders in the market. Then if we look at it about here, we're going to be looking at the sell zone in the first week of March at 90,000 USD. Okay. Now, people are saying, yeah, Bitcoin's going to go to $100,000. It might even go to 125. If you look at the history, and history tends to repeat itself, you'll see way back when in 2013 November, it went right through the maximum bubble territory, spiked through the chart. It stayed there for a considerable time, and then it came down, and it came down hard. So if we look at the 16th of December 2017, where Bitcoin reached its all-time high, it was trading at on some exchanges at 20,000 US dollars, but that's when it entered the bubble zone. So I just want to explain something about this chart that you guys need to understand. A crypto miner that mines Bitcoin can't sell his Bitcoin under a certain price, and this certain price is the blue line estimated, because it depends on what he pays for power. We're not even looking at people that are mining on renewable energy sources, because they're not as abundant as the grid-based mining operations that are legally paying tax and operating and doing that. So let's just focus on that for now. So a crypto miner won't be able to sell his Bitcoin today at about less than $10,000, $10,500. That's the zone. Okay, anything below that, they'll just stop supplying. So that'll shoot the price back up again. If you look at what happened here, the bounce right here on the chart, where it went through from 6,100 to about 4,900, it didn't stay there very long because the miners can't make money. So they just hold off on selling. And the only other oaks that do have Bitcoin to sell are the people that hodled. And they're going to start panic selling because the price doesn't go up. So evidently it's just going to go up. So if we get back to this price, we're currently in about the 52,000, 56,000 range. If we look at the price here on Binance, since the video started, it went up a little. Yeah, so it's definitely going up. I had a client that we bought some Bitcoin for about an hour ago, and he's already in profit. So yeah, we're definitely seeing some movement in the upward section here. It's going to start running, it seems like now. I need to get some more of that crypto. And then I'd say we're going to be looking at the sell zone here. Anywhere in the vicinity of the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we might enter this ultra maximum bubble territory. The other thing that bothers me is there's a ton of money that's flowing into the market now. It might push us over, like here, into the white space of the chart. But evidently I'm a hodler, so I don't believe in trading my crypto for fiat because that's dangerous. So my personal Bitcoin balance will just stay the same, and I'll just keep adding to it. Regarding the altcoin season that everyone's talking about, we're going to be looking at this chart here. It gives you a bit of an indication of where we're at in the market with altcoin season at the moment. So what we typically want is we want this chart on the Bitcoin to start moving sideways here and stay within the bounds of about 50 to about 60, 70,000 US dollars. That's where we want Bitcoin's price to remain for a while in order to feed the altcoin season. This will then generate massive gains on some of the projects that are hinged on Ethereum, Bitcoin, and a lot of other projects in the space, DeFi especially, as well as centralized finding that's popping its head out now, where you can yield farm or lend your coins out on platforms and then earn interest on it. So this is where we're going to go to and move this altcoin season index right here into the 70, 80 zone. That's where we want to be. Because if you look at the monthly is very close to 90 on the altcoin month. So I believe that we're quite close to altcoin season, and I'm going to keep on piling on my favorite coins. Okay, just need to make some more fiat. And then if we're going to take a look at this little chart, this is one of our personal favorites. It's a Nupal chart. This is the net unrealized profit and loss chart. So guys, I just want you to understand what's happening here. What happens here is a lot of buyers buy Bitcoin at certain price ranges, and then they hodl to sell at a later stage to take profit. This is where we're at now. We are super close to where the Nupal goes into the blue. Every single time it went into the blue, as you can see there, it crashed back down because that's where dumps took place. Now this was in 2012. Very few speculators were in the market, so people here bought thousands of Bitcoin at a time and dumped it in the market. With the short supply, it recovered quite fast, but back then miners were producing a lot more Bitcoin and a lot less people knew about Bitcoin. So the amount of Bitcoin that was bought and sold was very little, and the amount of Bitcoin that was mined on a daily basis was quite a lot. Now after two halvings, we're sitting at a stage here where we're looking at the charts. We can see that the supply the supply is roughly 900 a day and the demand is close to 4,000. That's the latest stats that I heard online. But can't exactly verify those stats because some of the exchanges, the volume that they trade, it's a little difficult to determine if it's intra-wallet or if it's moved or if it's peer-to-peer trades included or not. So if we look here at the latest here, on the 17th, looking at here 17th, we're sitting here at very close to the blue marker. Now this is where people will start taking profit, but we can see a drive far above that 0.75 degree line because MicroStrategy and other hedge funds and big players started saying that they are going to be pouring more money into crypto and Bitcoin. And just remember, there's an asset class rule that dictates that some institutions are only allowed to invest in a asset class if it has a market capitalization of over $1 trillion. So Bitcoin alone has got over $1 trillion. So there we go. Bitcoin is going to enjoy a lot more attention now. So I suspect an influx of a lot more money going to be flowing into Bitcoin first, and Bitcoin alone, and the dumb money is going to follow, and then it's going to diversify into the alt markets. So that's it for today, guys. I hope this helped. Enjoy the weekend. Take care. Give us a like and a follow, and you're welcome to always let us know if there's any questions. Cheers.